I just analyze all these markets and I'm gonna tell you which ones I'm gonna be looking for and exactly what has to happen for me to take a trade on this. This is gonna be my top three. USD This is gonna be my favorite. Let's go ahead and start breaking it down. First of all, weekly, we shift to bearish on the last week. If we go to the daily time frame, as we can see, we've been going bearish since all the way here. We came here, pull back. We came here, reject this area that I have marked here, and we kept going down, bearish. We have all this week. I think next week we're gonna be filling this week, and I'm gonna be waiting for a pullback to this area to sell. As you can see, we have this psychological number 500. We have this area which is support and resistance. As you can see, support, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, and resistance all the way here, and it keeps going. You can see also this wick rejecting the price. So I think this is a beautiful area to take a pullback and take a sell. Also, we have the EMA in the weekly. So there's a lot of variables. I'm gonna be waiting for a pullback to sell. I think it's pretty simple. On the 4 hour, I am not gonna be taking a buy here and a take profit here. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe if my structure point was more on this area, I could wait for something like this, but and take the trade here and go bullish. However, it's kind of in the middle of all these areas, so it's not a good option for me at this moment on this time. Last time I did it here, but as you can see, it made sense. But here in the middle, it doesn't make sense for me, so I'm gonna skip that opportunity, if you want to call it that. For me, it is not. However, I think we're gonna start the week feeling this wick and coming all the way here, pull back. That could be the best scenario for me to take a sell, and basically did the same that I did here. As you can see, it happened, and I'm going to be waiting for the same movement. Second of all, we have CAD CHF. As you can see, last week I said that I was waiting for this to have the same movement as this, and it's happening. As you can see here, last previous structure point right here, we broke bearish, and then we reject this area and I started going down. I took the trade. It didn't get to my take profit. However, I did sold before before the market closed. So that was a pretty nice movement. However, for this week, I'm gonna be waiting basically for the same. Let me see right here. Okay, I would love for the EMA to be a little bit more up here. However, in the 4 hour, as you can see, it is up here. I'm waiting more for this area because we have the previous structure point. EMA is kind of right here. And let me see. We don't have a psychological number. So I like this. I like the previous structure point mostly. But I also like that in the 4 hour we have the EMA here. So we can be looking at a price shifting to something like this. I don't think it's gonna go and shift bullish, to be honest, but maybe we can have a big wick rejecting the EMA. That could be perfect. Then coming all the way here, and on the daily rejecting this previous structure point. I would love to see that, and then if that happens, I will take a sell. I couldn't exactly tell you how it's gonna be. I would advise to don't take these predictions, don't take my word so much on that. Just know that the market, it's have these variables, these options. At the end of the day, I know, and I think, I don't know, but I think pretty much that we're gonna have a pullback. So let's see, observe, and react according to how the market it's showing us that it's gonna move. Remember, it's not about predicting, it's more about reacting. So I am predicting that the price is going to have a pullback, and I'm going to see if I do have a good opportunity here to take a sell. Let me see the 4 hour again. I like pretty much this area to be selling. If we reject this EMA, I would love to see that something like this. As you can see here, we have this big candlestick, bearish, and then we're basically here on this week. And what am I waiting for? Am I waiting for this pullback to then take a sell here? As you can see, if you don't take the sell here, you can also take it over here. Something like this happened actually on USD JPY last week, I think. Let me see. I'm basically waiting for something like this. For the price to show me that it's gonna go bearish, we can go back, reject the EMA. Of course, here we are rejecting many things like the psychological number, EMA, this area. So I'm waiting for something like this in here. As you can see in the 1 hour, we have the EMA, so I like that a lot. So I'm gonna be waiting for that. We also have this beautiful support and resistance area. As you can see here, it was resistance, 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 resistance. But yeah, just basically guide you with this. And as I said before, we have this movement. It's basically, it looks the same to me, so I'm gonna be waiting for something like this. Just we have the bearish already, we're waiting for the pullback. If you miss this chance or you're not sure, you can even wait for another one like this. I don't know how this looks on the daily exactly. Well, you can see here we break down bearish, the week that I'm talking about, that I'm waiting for here, and for the 4 hour mostly. But we're going to be rejecting this area, week for the 4 hour, and maybe on the next one we're gonna start going bearish. As you can see, we have this big wick. I don't think we're gonna have that. I don't think it's okay to say that I'm gonna predict something like this, like a wick. I don't think that's something anyone should do. However, if this happens, we're probably gonna feel this wick, and we did right here. So this is gonna be my second favorite trade. And well, I think it's a tie between these two, but this one's definitely my top trade, top one. USD CHF, however, CHF as well. I broke down this trade last week, and it's basically doing what I said it was gonna do. Weekly, we're still bullish, however, I think, and I'm gonna be setting my take profits on these trades always on this previous structure area. Let's see, on the daily we are bearish. I did took a trade here because you see the EMA, the rejection of the EMA right here, of this area, whatever. I missed this trade, but I kept looking forward, and as you can see here, I did take this trade. It didn't went to my take profit. However, I do want to show you guys the 1 hour time frame. I'm not the best at spotting the left head and shoulder pattern. I want to get better at it. I've been practicing and trying to see if I notice the pattern more. However, I saw it here. I didn't do the trade right here, but it's beautiful how we broke down this pattern. We came back to reject the pattern, and we kept going. I actually took the trade right here. Let me show you. Did I move this? Because it wasn't. I didn't took the trade here. I think this was just an example for what I'm looking for this week. I'm gonna be looking for something like this basically. I'm gonna be looking for the pullback here, EMA on the daily. Let me see the 4 hour, same EMA right here, and we have the psychological number. We have the support and resistance area. Remember that I'm looking for something exactly like this. Not exactly, but I think we're gonna have a price movement similar to this. It is already similar, and as you can see, I'm gonna be waiting a for us to come back here. However, this happened on a Monday. Okay. However, I think we're gonna. I don't think I just react. So I'm just gonna be waiting for a pullback here. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then we don't have a trade. It didn't happen. Um, However, we are bullish. I mean, bearish right here. If we break this area, we're gonna be bullish. So I'm gonna be waiting for us to be bullish on the 4 hour, touch the EMA, probably reject the EMA, maybe a week, who knows. But at the end of the day, on the daily, I'm also gonna be expecting us to reject this previous structure area, EMA, and I'm basically looking for something like this on the 1 hour, any pattern, rejection pattern right here. I love this, and as I said before, I think I got in right here. I'll show you something like this. I remember we broke here, and as soon as I saw this wick, I knew we were gonna fill this wick later on. So I think I waited for this candle to finish, and then I took the trade right here, and it looks something like this. I think I put the stop loss a little bit in front of the EMA, and however, how much was the trade? Let me see. It wasn't that much, but I did close the trade before the end of the week of the closure of the market, because I think we're gonna have a pullback right here. I'm gonna be looking for that, and how I said before, I'm gonna probably have my stop loss like this. Let me see. As you can see here, we have these 2 wicks, so I'm gonna have the stop loss a little bit on top of them, and maybe the trade will play around here. If not, then I'll react to whatever the market gives me, but I'm basically that, waiting for a pullback to then sell and go to this area, at least the take profit, or even the take profit can be really close to this EMA, but I'm probably gonna stick to this. Then I have these 3 more trades. They are all USDs and USD CHF. However, I choose USD CHF because I see it more clearly to me, and I'm probably gonna be more confident on the price action on this. However, I am gonna still be looking at these 3, so I'm gonna show you guys really quick. We're bearish, previous structure point right here on the weekly, daily time frame, previous structure point, EMA. I think out of all of these 3, USD CAD is gonna be my favorite besides USD CHF. I think this is gonna be my second favorite. As you can see, previous structure right here, EMA, psychological number. We have all these support here, rejection support, whatever. I thought we were gonna have the pullback right here, rejecting this EMA, but we came back. We're rejecting this EMA again. I don't know if we're gonna come to the previous structure point on the 4 hour all the way here. I don't know. I'm gonna see. However, I would like to see a wick from the daily all the way here, a candle rejection all the way here from the previous structure point. I would love to see that. Let me see the 1 hour. Okay. I'm waiting for the same, basically. Pullback, sell. However, I see a more clear in here. I like the way it looks here, and I have this as a guide, if you want to say it that way. In the USD CAD, I don't think I have much actually. We do. Let me see. Yeah, I don't take this as a guide at all. Just reaction, and then yeah. I rather use DCHF. However, we'll see what happens here. I'm always looking. AUD USD. I like this, but however, I like more USD CAD. As you can see, it's basically the same. We are already at the previous structure point. We close right here, so I don't think we're gonna start going up as soon as the market opens. I think, as you can see on the weekly candlesticks, almost all of them, as you can see, this one doesn't have, but almost all of them have a little wick. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of them that doesn't have a wick here, here, but I don't think it's gonna be the case. And if it's the case, then I don't care. Then it's the case. However, I am waiting for reaction of the EMA, psychological number, maybe even a reaction right here, and I just don't see it as clear as USDCHF or USD CAD even. NCD USD and AUD USD is basically the same thing. And if you go to the left, I don't see any guides, anything here that can show me what has done before in the past. And if this is gonna be the only thing I have, then it doesn't matter to me that much. Yeah, maybe this week. We're already here, so no, not much to see here. I am gonna be observing as always. I like to see and compare, but at the end of the day, I'm taking the trade probably here or here because it looks better and I have more information. I do like the EMA. I like the psychological number. I like this resistance support area. I like it a lot. However, I don't know. What am I waiting here? If you want to take a trade, pullback, maybe that was a big movement, but yeah, maybe like a pullback, rejection of this area, maybe, or in the daily, maybe you'll see something better. Maybe we'll go up, reject the EMA, then I'll take a buy. But if not, I'd rather just stick to this 3, even 4. I'll say this 4 actually. But if I have to make a top 3, this is gonna be my top 3. I hope you can make good trades out of these 3. Remember to react more than predict, and just observe the market and act accordingly to what the market is giving you. I hope you guys have a beautiful next week and take a lot of good trades. See you on the next one.